Okay, so here's the situation. You're being mistreated at work, you've just been fired, or there's some other employment issue that you are struggling with and you need to hire an attorney. You go online, you do a search, you realize there's thousands of attorneys, there's many to choose from, and you're completely overwhelmed, you have no idea what to do. Well, here are my 3 suggestions on how to find a good employment attorney. First, you should find and look for somebody who only practices in the area of employment law. This is very important. Many times people will call us, they've had an attorney for a year, they've botched the case, maybe it was a family friend or some attorney that practices generally in another area, or maybe he's a general practitioner. You want to find an employment attorney who has litigated thousands of cases exactly like yours. So make sure you find an employment attorney. You can check out the reviews, you can go to their webpage, see if they have web pages that show the areas they practice in, and maybe even find one that's exactly like your situation. So vet the attorney a little bit, find an employment attorney. Now the second recommendation is hire your attorney on a contingency fee basis. Now this is very important. Some attorneys will charge you hourly. Their hourly rates vary, a couple $100s to thousands of dollars an hour. Perhaps they'll even ask you for what's called a retainer. They'll ask you to deposit $5-10 up front. Make sure you look for an employment attorney who is willing to take your case on a contingency fee basis. And this is important because if the attorney takes your case and loses, and it's on a contingency fee basis, you don't have to pay anything. And so the attorney is taking the risk in the case. And so the attorney and your interest in the case align. He wants to get every penny he can, just like you. And so that's a very important thing to look for. Along those lines is make sure that if you're being asked to pay back any costs, that comes out at the end as well. And that's very important. There's a lot of costs associated with cases. It's actually, some of these cases are very expensive for the attorney to take on. But one that's willing to do it on a contingency fee basis is the way to go. And the last recommendation is find a law firm that you enjoy working with. You might end up spending a lot of time talking with the attorney as well as his staff. And so the first impressions you make when you're calling the law firm for a consultation, you're speaking to the assistants, because many times the attorney is in court or in hearing or something. It needs to be a good one. So make sure you enjoy working with these people. There are many good law firms out there. So if you get a bad impression, check out the reviews, see if the reviews help you see what kind of firm you'll be dealing with. So these are my 3 suggestions. Make sure you find a good employment attorney, make sure you hire them on a contingency fee basis, and make sure you enjoy the experience as you're trying to find these attorneys. Thank you so much.